Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where on the last base just set up a green circuit factory. And for today's episode you can probably tell what happened, and it was a cascading failure of power. So in today's episode we'll look at rectifying that, getting power supply actually sorted out before we expand out too much, because right now we are sitting in the dark and things are not working. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, let's get on with completely solving this brownout, or blackout even. So what happened in between episodes, it happened a few minutes after we ended, was that all of a sudden the power started to go down. We couldn't supply what we needed. So if we look right here, we can probably see it in the power grid the last 10 minutes. You can see that all of a sudden our power production went down. Couldn't produce less and less, and this went into a cascading effect. And the reason for that is that right now we have almost no coal buffered, meaning that as soon as the power ran out, all of our machines start to produce slower and slower, and that means there's less coal going in, meaning they'll start to run out faster and faster. So that was a pretty bad cascade. To rectify it, I just brought a bit of coal to fill into some of these. Might have to take a few trips with my car. Can we just do some of this to fill it in? And fill it up with coal and get everything powered again. There we are. Let's get the rest of you filled in. And hopefully repower the base. So as soon as we have this going, we will start to make a little grid for power generation. Because this is not a sustainable situation with our power not working. But this should be enough to at least get us afloat. Getting at least a minus going again, and hopefully lasting us for a little while. So as you can see, this will last us no time whatsoever. Hopefully a bit more coal can start to flow. But yeah, this was all offset or onset because of our massive amount of buffering of green circuits. I limit these chests to about half a stack or half a chest full, as this was too much. Meaning that our iron and copper was just running mayhem, producing more and more copper. So hopefully this will back up soon and things will be fine. But until then, let's set up our new power supply. So what I thought about doing for power is that we need some place close to water. We do have a small area over here, the same down here, where we can bring in the power and get it going. So we have two things we could try. We could in theory just bring it up here, the water over and in, setting up some power here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just getting some water from here, maybe moving it in the future. But getting more power supply here, getting coal delivered by train over here to watch it in action. So that is kind of the goal I want to do for today's episode, and hopefully the power will survive that long. So let's quickly drive back to a little area. I'll just fill in a bit more coal while we're still here. Let's get the rest of this out of our inventory. There we are. And set up our new production where we can actually get trains to deliver the coal instead, and have a nice surplus going in. Maybe enough for 4 lines of coal, as we can't set up nuclear just yet. We could also set up what's called solar and accumulators, but at the moment our base is not big enough to handle a massive solar expansion. So I'd rather just produce some more pollution. Let's see, we should have it somewhere up here. 40. Let's grab some of you as well. We'll come back and pick up more in the future. We have the pipes, we have the pumps. So we'll be good to go. So the blueprint we'll use will pretty much be the blueprint we already have for our current power supply. Just adding that into a grid and making it expandable wherever it's needed. So yeah, running out of power, very, very bad. And it's something I do more than I like to admit, just because I have so many things I want to get done. So let's just take a quick trip down here and set up something better, and then go into nuclear in a few episodes time after we get that up and running. So I want it here. In theory we could do it in this one, but as I want coal removed by a train in the future, I'll just do it here instead. So right now we have this beautiful setup that will in theory just steal pretty much this much off. There we are. Let's go over here, and as you can see, we can fit about maybe 3 rows into one of these and make it a bit longer. But I kind of just want to go with 2 in one of these because that looks way better. And it'll make it work as intended. So let's make our little power supply grid like that. I think that'll be cool. Then we'll have a coal loading station. We'll go into our blueprint, take train unloading. Let's see, this is the correct one because this one doesn't fit, as you can see. Do some unloading here of coal going into this. So place you down. That should all be delivered by robots very, very soon. And then I'll just hook in this by hand, as I want one side completely filled before run into any issues like that. That's half. That's 40. Then we'll get our water in. There we are. We couldn't fill the other side as well. There we are. Forgot to bring some coal burners, but luckily we can just handcraft them, as they are quite not easy to do, but rather take the ones from the mall. There we are. Get some belts. They are all stuck in our car at the moment, which we parked over here. So let's get you moved this way. Here we are. Let's see, belts. Thank you. We are of course bringing some in with these, so that's actually not too shabby. Let's do we have enough pipes? No, so we should be able to do this to get the rest down, giving us what we need here, and just hooking up a small amount of power in just a second. Down here, let's get the rest of you built. Hopefully we have enough. The rest should be flying in now. Yeah, combinator. There. Undergrounds are missing, so I'll have to go and grab that. But so far it's looking quite good. Of course, this one is not working at the moment. That is perfect that we actually have something that limits it completely, since we have no iron here. Then all we need now is the underground from back at the base and some water in from down here. We could take water by train, and we might do that in the future, but right now we'll just drag it in by belt. It's not what I want to do. Doesn't look overly pretty, but it gets the job done right now, giving us 2 lines going in. There we are. You can go over here. Is that the best to get to this one? Because the other one to the left of it should be fine. There, there. You'll have another one going right here instead, getting the water in. There we are. Water is flowing. You can go this way. Let's get it looking a bit better so you guys with OCD don't kill me for doing this wrong. There we are. Then we just need one power pole to go up here to connect all of this together. You can stay there. That will make sure that these are connecting up on the back side, going all the way down as needed. Now let's hook up the water. Then I'll just do a quick boop, getting all of our... oh, completely misaligned that. Go. Getting the last undergrounds fixed, and then we can see the trains start to move the coal in as soon as we hook this up. So let's take you. We can go up this way. Let's take it looking a bit prettier if we do something like this, I'm guessing. There we are, because you want the belts to look nice. And that should be all we need to activate this entire line, giving us more power, and then we can go and pick up this as well. So I'll be back in just a few seconds, and then we'll build the rest, hook this up once again, and have a nice power supply right here. So be right back. So here we are, guys. I just went and got a few of the items we need so we can finish our build and get the power flowing in. So now we can change this to whatever we want to call the coal stations. I kind of want to change coal pickup and coal drop off to something else. So you'll actually, that's from the train stations, be coal unloading instead. And then put a little unloading, a little coal sign. And that should change it in all the trains as well. Let's just check to be sure. We have a coal train here. We need to change that as well to see 2 stopped at this one. That's fine. Coal unloading with the icon. The 2 still stopped. We have 2 things called the same. We can check it in our station list if that is correct. 2 times coal unloading. We can then take this little name, copy it down here. Now we have these going, and they are going down here already because if this is less than 8k, it will unload, and it is. So let's change you to coal instead. If it's less than 8k coal, it will go, and it will work as intended. Ooh, that was quick. So you can see the power of our setup just by adding in that. We can have 2 trains going in, waiting. Then this will leave and the next one will go in. And this will keep filling until we have more than 8k here. Of course, the train only brings 4k at a time. So you might want to add more coal trains into the loop if you want more of this to go in the future. But as you can see, that's going to expand out our capacity quite a bit when it goes up. Because now we have 213 producing power. So that's working. Let's hook up the other one over here as well while we're here. You can go up this way, just making room for the water. And in. So now we have a nice power supply we can use. There goes the train to pick up more coal. We should have 2 trains going in here to pick up coal. The other one is right here. So a nice automated system where this will just continue going, picking up coal as needed and supplying it to our network. We have about 40k in storage, slowly but surely going down, consuming more and delivering it around the place, around the world even. So that is very, very good. So that is pretty much our coal power sorted. I'm missing a few things as I didn't have enough in storage. As if you look here at our old base, it's starting to run out of many things in the mall. It's just not keeping up anymore. So one of the things we'll work towards in the coming episodes is making a robotic mall that can pull items from the entire base. We could in theory place it right here, this will pretty much be the heart of our base going forward. Expanding out from here, maybe having nuclear in the water. So that can pull with logistic robots from every cell. And high bulk items we can send in with train if we want to. So that'll be some kind of the plan, or a bit of the plan, going forward. But as you can see, this is now turned off. We filled it above the 8k goal. And this will just keep going, evenly pulling everything we need. So I think that's pretty decent in terms of solving our power. And in between episodes, I'll probably just fill this out since it's not very interesting for you guys to watch me do this. And then I think in the coming episodes, or maybe as soon as the next one, we will start to set up maybe a robotic mall or maybe oil. One of the two. Because if we do that, we'll be able to get all the things automatically built. So get rails up and running, all the circuits and such. So we don't have to travel over here and get it. And run into the issues that this can't keep up anymore. So that'll be the goal for the coming episodes. And that's why this will be a bit of a shorter episode. Because I don't want to start that up right now, since we don't have enough time to finish it. So do say what you think about this a bit shorter episode. That was just fixing power and showing how to set up a power grid. So in the future we can just copy paste this somewhere else, double our power, and be on our way. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Do remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you need the blueprints, jump on Discord. A lot of you have done it already, and it's nice talking with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.